Thanks for watching. Please
Hi,
do
hello.
like,
In
share,
this
and
video, we are
subscribe.
going to see
Thank
some
you.
of the sample questions in science. Okay, now we move to the questions. Now the question is, mention any one difference between pseudocollomates and eucollomates. Eucollomates are multicellular animals that contain a body cavity or collo formed from the mesoderm organ and also called as animals with true body cavity. Pseudocollomates are multicellular animals that contain a false fluid-filled body cavity which is not formed from the mesoderm organ. Before, what is meant by mesodome? It is a middle layer of cells or tissue of an embryo or other parts derived from muscles, bones, etc. Pseudo means false. So, it is a false fluid-filled body cavity. Some of the examples for eucollomates are animals belonging to phylum Annelida, and for pseudocollomates, animals belonging to phylum Aschelminthes. Here, these are some of the examples for both phylum. And then here, phylum Annelida includes segmented worms, ringworms, etc. Now the second question is, complete the process flow to generate electricity based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. The answer is generator because it is connected to the turbine which rotates them to produce electrical energy based on the electromagnetic induction in power station. First, what is meant by electromagnetic induction? It is the production of an electromotive force across an electric conductor in a changing magnetic field. You can see that the turbine which rotates the generator, then the electricity is produced due to the magnetic field. Now take an example of windmill. The wind pushes the blades of turbine, and then a shaft attached to the magnet. The magnet spin around the conductivity coil, then it induces some electric current in the coil, and then electricity is produced. Now the third question, there are two subdivisions. First, during the process of translation in protein synthesis, mRNA carries what and tRNA carries what? The answer is the mRNA carries the codon, which is a sequence of 3 nucleotides of DNA, and then tRNA carries the anticodon, which is a complementary sequence to the particular triplet nucleotide of the DNA. Now, what is meant by codon? The codon was carried by mRNA. It contains 3 sets of RNA nucleotide that hold the code for an amino acid, the GCA codon to the left codes of the amino acid alanine. Now, the tRNA carries the anticodon, that is CUC. Now the difference between the codon and anticodon is, codon contains the 3 nucleotide in mRNA. Each codon will code for a single amino acid. But the anticodon, it contains also a 3 nucleotide in tRNA, and then it carries and paired to that codon. Now the second question is, what is mutation, and give one example of the disease caused due to genetic mutation. The answer is, any shift in the position of the nucleotide of the genes causes minor or major genetic changes called mutation. The disease caused by this is sickle cell anemia. Fourth question, A. Mention 2 elements that are used as a fuel in nuclear reactor for the production of electricity in nuclear power plant. The answer is plutonium and uranium are used as a fuel in nuclear reactor for the nuclear fission reaction during the production of electricity. First, what is meant by nuclear fission reaction? It is the splitting of heavier nucleus into 2 or more lighter nuclei. Here the plutonium and uranium are heavy nuclei. It splits into smaller lighter nuclei. During this, energy is produced. It is used for the production of electricity. Now the next question is, complete the following process which describes the conversion of energy from one form to another during the production of electricity in nuclear power plant. First, what is meant by nuclear energy? It's the energy released during the fusion or fission process, that is combination of atomic nuclei or splitting of atomic nucleus. And then thermal energy is nothing but heat energy, and then kinetic energy is nothing but the energy possessed due to its movement or motion. Now, in nuclear power plant, the nuclear energy comes from a splitting of atoms into a reactor to heat water in a steam, turn a turbine, and then generate electricity. That is nuclear power plant. The nuclear energy is converted to thermal energy, and then thermal energy is converted to kinetic energy of steam, and then that energy is converted to kinetic energy in turbine. Means which is a device which convert the heat energy of a steam into kinetic energy, and then this into rotational energy. These processes involved in the production of electrical energy, which is used as electricity. Now the last question is, mention any 2 sources of adult stem cell. First, what is meant by stem cell? These are the special human cells that are able to develop into many different type of cells. The 2 type of stem cell are embryonic stem cells and adult stem cell. That adult stem cell contain 2 sources such as bone marrow and adipose tissue. And then next subdivision, stem cell therapy is an advanced therapy that can be used to regenerate blood cells in blood related conditions like dash and dash. These include thalassemia and leukemia These are the two blood disorder. Thalassemia involve less oxygen carrying protein and fewer red blood cells in the body than the normal. And the leukemia include it's a cancer of blood forming tissues including bone marrow. It hinders the body's ability to fight infection.